Oh, Daniel, that was a good one.
Adam and Dan, unrelated, Jackson's talking.
Hello.
Hello. How are you, Daniel Jackson?
Pretty good, mate. Pretty good. And you, sir?
I'm all right. I just got upgraded from a mate to a sir. So, yeah, it's all coming up, Adam.
Does that mean I just respect you more now?
You do, in that 2 seconds that you took to say your greeting. You just liked me. Was it when I showed that nipple while you were saying hello to me?
Yeah, it was the nipple.
It was the nipple. There you go.
I was like, how
is
do
one
I like
nipple? Adam so much more?
How is one nipple so hairy? Do you? I can't remember if you have a hairy chest or not.
No. Well, I'm annoyed at this because I've done a few ballet shows now.
Yeah, annoyed.
Yeah, no, I am annoyed because one time we did Swan Lake, and I mean, I don't like showing my body. You know, I don't like showing my.
Yeah, I'm a bit like that too. Or it depends.
But this show of Swan Lake had us in like kind of feathery pants, and that's it. And like, I'm angry at that to begin with. I'm like, what? Can't I just wear a singlet? What's going on? But then they're like, oh yeah, you're also going to have to shave your chest. And I'm like, I know, look, there's nothing on my chest. And then they say, oh no, look, there's hair there, there's a hair there. And they're putting out these individual hairs that I need to fucking shave off. So I finally capitulate. They wanted actually, before I go on, this is the dance company. Before, they also wanted us to shave our legs. And I've never done that. And
until now.
No. What ended up happening was the most what would be the most pointless exercise ever, to attempt to capitulate them while not actually doing anything to do what they said. We started cutting our leg hairs with scissors to try and trim them down, which did nothing.
Was this whilst you were sitting in the waiting room of the...
It was in the days leading up to the ballet, yes. But it did nothing, but it was like our gesture of, oh no, we're not going to shave our legs, but we will trim them, which was, it was a waste of everyone's time. But yeah, they made us shave our chests, which was annoying, but I did it because I've got no hair on my chest anyway. But I don't know if you know, when you do all those things, it comes back a bit heavier.
A bit more aggressive.
A bit more aggressive. So now I've got still only a couple, but they're darker and there's a couple more of them than I like big hairless. I like
they're more sinister.
I'm like a evil devising bear. That's like plotting to take over the world with my chest.
That's a very stressed bear that has no hair on its chest.
Yeah, he's just like,
right.
Well, he's like a Bond villain. He's bald, but he's still evil, you know. Are you hairy? You're a bit hairy, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. Do you ever have the compulsion to shave or to wax or to IPL or to... Oh, what's the other one? Eyebrow thread. Have you seen that?
No, it sounds horrible.
Okay.
What is it?
Well,
eyebrow thread?
Yeah, well, when I first... You've probably seen them in, like, beauty salons and stuff. It says, we do eyebrow threading. And I was asking... What
do you mean I've seen them in beauty salons?
Does that mean... On the front, they're advertised.
Oh, right.
And I thought when I first saw them that they were, like, taking your eyebrows and, like, braiding them or something.
Yeah, or threading your head's hairs through your eyebrows if you're missing them.
Yeah, that'd be great. It'd just connect your brow to your brow. Ooh. Your fringe to your brow, yes. Well, they take like little, I don't know, I guess it would be like fishing wire or dental floss or something, and they kind of put it up into like, they twist it up, and then they kind of roll it over your eyebrows, and it kind of just rips out the hair.
Oh, okay.
So it's another hair removal thing, which to me sounds no different from tweezering or waxing, but apparently it gets it closer to the root.
So it's less likely to break?
Oh.
Or something?
Well, no, apparently, well, I mean, I guess the deal is with shaving that you're not getting the root out, so it'll just keep growing back.
Shaving, right.
But with plucking or waxing or braiding, not braiding, what is it? Threading.
Threading.
Yeah, yeah, if you take it from the root, then the root has to grow back first, and I don't know how it all works.
Well, what about... Okay, so
Do you want to do it on your chest?
So I shouldn't... No.
You should.
I've seen a guy who has some hair on his chest. I've seen the after effect after that was waxed.
And what is that? You
It
can
just
light a match on his chest when it grows back too.
Yeah.
He bled.
It just bled, and it was just red spots. And
Don't wear a white t-shirt for a while.
no, it's horrible.
Is that just them doing it wrong, or will it always bleed?
I'm not sure.
And would you
I don't
take
know
off
if
a
it's
nipple?
just the chest. That's my fear, and that's
Your
why.
fear is the nipple.
Well, that's not my personal fear because I'm not going to get it done. But
It's your night. You wake up screaming and just tweaking your nipples to make sure they're still there.
do you remember? I think maybe it was the 40-year-old virgin.
Yeah, I remember that scene.
Yeah, where what's his name? Steve
Carell.
He's having his chest waxed for real.
He did it for real. Yeah,
That bled.
it did.
That was horrible.
But I mean, is that the only evidence you've got of it? Or is your
Two
friend...
people's
two
enough.
people. Okay, because I was about to say, well, you know,
the movies.
with all the lighting, it probably wasn't the ideal condition to get your wax on.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't want that to happen.
But you like your hirsute chest?
Well, I was just looking at a recording a video recording of another podcast I do, Flop Your Mac Out.
Oh, I see. So not only are you advertising, but you're betraying our podcast.
I am. It's
You're
okay.
cheating on me
'Cause
with a Mac.
I've given a plug to this show on that show as well.
What did you say? Because I don't listen to your other stuff. Why
I
would
said, listen to Jackson and Jackson. Adam says some
Did
things.
you say unrelated?
I did say unrelated.
That's a relief. People would be looking up Jackson and Jackson and going, this guy's a liar. I'm never listening to him or anything he's associated with ever again.
They just get cigarette companies and brooms.
I had that the other day. Sorry, could I...
What? Hang on.
I want my story now.
This is when we need to write down and finish off.
Go on, tell your story.
Or we're just like going around giving everyone just a little handy and then not finishing anyone off and no one's satisfied. So keep that in your mind.
Giving people hand jobs.
Yep. So I gave a plug and I was looking. So this is a video podcast, and so there's myself and my friend Jason sitting on a couch with our Macs, talking about Macs. It's wonderful, and he's got beautiful hair currently.
Does he?
I hope he always has beautiful hair.
Oh, is he listening? Is that why you're saying that?
Nah, he
doesn't
I don't
listen.
think he listens.
Who cares? Jackson, whatever.
So he's looking good, and there I am on the right. My hair looked okay.
Yeah.
But then
It does.
thank you. My button to my shirt is the lowest button reveals is undone. It reveals my chesticle, but it sort of almost looks like I have a vagina chest. Because the hair slowly increases just where the lowest button is done up.
Yeah. Right. Well, you know, I mean, that could be
A look, a fashion.
It could be. I mean, I was going to say, I wonder who would be interested in that.
Fabio.
Because it's like cleavage in a way. Your eyes drawn there, and you think sexual thoughts, but ladies wouldn't think that.
Maybe I could penetrate his
And
chest.
gay men wouldn't think that. So, are you trying to attract straight men, Daniel? Is that because that's your only option?
That's my only
And you go, oh, I want some of that, and they go, oh, what's the point? He's a guy.
animals.
What? Why would animals like the sight of vaginas?
Oh, vaginas.
You see what I'm talking about now?
I do now.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
So more to the point, then if a girl had a hairy chest that looked like a vagina, would we be interested? Because we'd be like thinking of vaginas and looking down at her chest.
I would be looking down at her chest, but I don't think that would be a turn on.
I dated a girl once with a hairy boob.
Just the one?
Oh, she had two.
And they were both hairy?
No, I say hairy, but they had maybe one or two hairs on each, but they were really long.
Whereabouts on the breast?
On the areola.
Yeah.
Apparently that can happen.
I'm familiar.
Oh, you're familiar. You have flossed in your day. Adam and Dan, unrelated, Jackson's talking.
So, can I ask then, if there was just a couple and they were long, did she ever want to get rid of these?
She might not have known. I mean,
What?
She may not have known they were there. I don't know.
You were very close inspecting.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they have to check their breasts for lumps. I don't know if they actually have I'm going to look at my nipple for a while. I don't know.
So it never came up in conversation. You're like,
Oh,
did you,
we weren't-
whilst I'm
we
here, do
weren't-
you want me to like just
Check your nipple for hairs.
Right, just like feigning ignorance. Just in case.
We weren't together for that long, so I
Not
didn't-
long enough to pluck.
Exactly.
Like the relationship didn't get to that stage.
Didn't get to nipple hair plucking stage.
popping each other's pimples and that kind of thing.
Oh, my girlfriend loves that.
Oh, what is...
She loves it. She went on to YouTube, and there are some awful ones, and it makes me sick. But she goes,
Look, they're doing it there, Adam. It's
Yeah.
fine. It's
no,
fine.
she's watching one where a doctor's like taking off blackheads off people, and they're like a centimeter in diameter, these blackheads. And she says to me, I wish I had that job. She wants to be a doctor just so she can remove blackheads and pop pimples and lance boils.
some people?
She loved it. She's like, oh,
That's a
it's
chick
amazing.
thing, isn't it?
Certain chicks would never have anything to do with it. But yeah, it is definitely a chick thing.
Yeah, because I know another chick who's like that with her boyfriend, and my mum loves getting out splinters, and I think there's some definite satisfaction. I do
yeah.
understand. It's like, aha, I've got it. I've solved this.
Splinters,
I've made
I
it better.
agree, but like you're not dealing with pus and blood then. But
Yeah.
but it all falls apart though, because I can almost guarantee, because I was one of these people, nobody was after me when I was covered in pimples. You know, if these girls are out there, they're not going to go chasing after the most puberty-ridden boy covered in acne. Go, oh, baby, I want to just lie on him and pop away.
Look at that playground of love.
So I think it's only up to a point, you know, up to a point.
And if you can discover exactly what that point is and how to harness
That's it.
the magic.
I can have maybe like an allergen specialist where they like pop, you know, put things on your skin in like little sections. I'll just have one tiny section on my skin that will constantly have a pimple the size of Vesuvius growing.
Well, that's how you keep them around, the ladies.
Yeah.
Keep them interested.
That's it.
What were you going to say about Jackson and the name Jackson and Jackson?
It's not so.
There's a rake called Spear and Jackson, a brand of
Is
they
there?
make gardening tools.
Well, I would.
Peter Jackson.
Well, that's yeah. Now, because I was at a shopping mall doing my promotion work, and it was quite awful for a variety of reasons. Not least of which the location of said shopping centre, which I won't name. But I was a Christmas elf, and my partner was a Christmas elf, and we were handing out stuff. But the problem was we had these just Santa bags full of crap. But the head of the shopping centre said, "Oh, look, no, Bart, your bag is full of the ones you got to give to the guys. And your one's full of the bags you've got to give to the girls."
Oh, okay.
Which from, a managerial point of view sounds perfectly right. We've got all these gifts. They're from different businesses in the shopping centre. So, we've got to be specific about who we hand them out to. But in practice, that doesn't work. As soon as if you're in a shopping centre, you hand out one free thing to one person, and like a flock of seagulls to a chip, they're all there. And a lot of they're hilarious. They just will come up to you holding their hand out like they're a beggar on the streets of India. Like it's
No shame.
no shame at all.
Free stuff.
And here I am as an elf trying to explain to these middle-aged women, as an elf. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, the ones in my bag are just for the gentlemen. But if you go over to my friend over there, he'll give you the ones for the ladies, and so on. And in the end, we just didn't care. Oh, yeah, you can have them. You can have them. You can have them. But there were a variety of stuff we're handing out. One of them was vouchers for Peter Jackson, the suits and ties and shirts and all that. More than once, so quite a few times that night, I was like, I'm handing out stuff. Oh, what are you handing out? Oh, vouchers for Peter Jackson. And they go, oh, you're handing out cigarettes? I'm like, no. And I think a lot of them were a bit shocked and are going to kind of complain to management about us handing out things to kids and stuff with like cigarette vouchers.
Did you sing the theme song? Peter Jackson.
I think if they're dumb enough to think that people would be handing out cigarette vouchers, they wouldn't. Well, maybe they would remember the jingle. I don't know. But yeah,
Because what is the cigarette?
I think it's Peter Jackson, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. Wow, that's so weird.
Yeah.
I wonder if they had an Apple conflict there where, oh no, we're in totally different businesses, so the trademarks don't overlap, as in Apple Computers and then Apple Music Publishing.
Yeah, that was the Beatles
were
one.
Yeah.
How can that not conflict?
Well, at the time,
iTunes,
Apple wasn't distributing music.
He was thinking about it though.
Thinking it was in the back of his mind. But then Peter Jackson with cigarettes and
Well,
then
maybe
clothing.
they're the same. Maybe he's the same guy. Maybe he's
could
like,
be.
I keep getting ash all over these suits from all the cigarettes I smoke. I need a constant supply. Make me suits. Make me suits. Make me suits.
Ash-proof suits.
Yeah. So yeah, that was the only story. See, if I had done that just as an aside and took 5 seconds to say it, then we could have been back on track with your lovely, sexy chest. But now we're like, paused moment.
That's right, a paused moment. Well, speaking of sexy chests, speaking of sexy ladies...
Daniel's got a Segway, riding around on his Segway. Go.
And you just dumped all over it once again.
What do you mean? It was great.
I just wanted to... I need some advice from you, Adam.
Oh.
And you, dear listeners.
I'm the expert and the listeners, they're just along for the ride. Go.
No, the listeners might have better advice in which...
Impossible.
Bring it my way, bring it my way. So there's... Just in my local... Well, I shouldn't say in my local town, but now I've given that away. Who knows where I live, though?
But Daniel, don't you live... Oh, sorry. I see what you've done.
There's a takeaway shop that I...
What's it called?
Takeaway Shop, Inc. And they sell their takeaway food.
Right.
And there's a particular dish that they have that tastes delicious.
Describe the dish.
And I can't get that dish from any other...
Is it a round dish?
takeaway place. Could be round, could be rectangle. It's hard.
Is it a rectangle?
No.
This is like the Bunnings ad where they kept saying their name and where they were from, and then the hot one kept getting abused and harassed.
What?
Back in the day when they were doing Bunnings ads, they do the ads with the workers in the stores.
Yeah.
And they used to, caption them like, oh, come into Bunnings. Oh, we'll help you. Jim from Cranbourne Bunnings. Oh, we've got a great range of programs. Jess from Mount Eliza Bunnings. Oh, yes, we would love to see you at Bunnings. Isabel from Mentone Bunnings. And everyone was like, oh, that is Isabel. And they would go to Mentone Bunnings and try to ask her out and stuff. So this is what you're avoiding now by being so unspecific about the that you... Whoops. Sorry, Daniel.
You're a prick. I could cut that out, and now I'm going to have a dilemma to whether I do cut that out or not. Maybe I'll just beep it, and that'll be really frustrating for everyone.
I think that's the best idea. I think you should do that.
Because this is a story that might be a little embarrassing. Anyway, on with the story. Let's see how it unfolds. So there is only this particular takeaway shop that sells this particular dish that's part of their a repertoire. It's like
an item on the menu you like.
Yeah, there's just so much explanation to get around.
There's one item and you love it. So that number 14.
So I'm a regular visitor to this place.
Yes.
Almost every week I'll go there and get something, right?
The number 14.
And so people have a way of remembering faces.
So you're
and
a
things.
regular.
I'm becoming a regular at this lovely establishment.
Go for it.
And so one time that I'm getting my dish of whatever it might
Number
be.
14.
I hand over the money.
Good.
A lovely lady behind the counter. She seems, I would guess her age would be between 18 and like 22. and she doesn't look very happy.
Oh.
She looks like a sexy emo.
Oh.
I guess.
That's the oxymoron. Oxymoron.
It is. She doesn't smile.
She doesn't smile. And she, can you see only half her face?
What's obscuring the other half?
Her hair. Emo hair.
Ah, no. I think she has to have it back for food.
She has to have it back
reasons.
to make that number 14.
And so, when I'm getting my change, I'll say thank you. I'll be nice and pleasant. But I was getting nothing back from her, and I thought,
No love.
I really hope that they tell her to sort of perk up a bit because.
Oh, you're going to get her fired. No. You're like, you better fucking be smiling when I come back to get my number 14, or else your ass is grass.
Wouldn't be the first time that I've, laid the smack down and just sent a little note of.
I'd like to hear these stories after this.
No, they're very uninteresting. And
anyway.
And so I'm dissatisfied with her service. I would like a smile, please.
You said that? No.
Fast forward a few
Welcome
weeks.
to Beep. What would you like to order? A smile, bitch. How much?
Yeah.
And does that count as prostitution?
Should be. Fast forward a few weeks, though.
Okay. So this happened a few weeks before. Obviously.
No, fast forward a few weeks. That is a few months back.
Oh, so this is unracist.
Don't worry about the timeline.
Shit. I'm all about the continuity.
Okay.
Marty, we've got to get back to the future. Marty, those Indians won't even be there.
So,
Doc, this is heavy.
I'm just gonna have to cut a lot out, Adam. Just a lot out.
Was I peaking then?
You were peaking on all kinds
Marty!
in all kinds of ways.
Okay, so cut forward a few weeks.
Yes. When I shut up. When I receive my change, it's a little different now.
It's
I'm
Egyptian money.
still yeah. There's a kiwi bird on it. Damn you, 20 cents.
Yeah, tell me about it.
When she hands me back my change with no smile,
Yes.
something has changed. Her hand grazes mine a little bit.
Oh.
And off I go. Thank you for the food.
Oh, you've had a moment.
Right. And so I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
Putting you on the spot, is there any chance that was unintentional? Or is there... Well, what's the percentage intentional to unintentional, do you reckon? At that point.
80 intentional, 20 unintentional.
Wow.
Because this was a very deliberate, eyes looking into mine, hand on my hand, there's your change.
Daniel.
And I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
Okay.
What has happened between 2 weeks ago and now?
So you didn't say anything to her?
No, I didn't. I wasn't like, hey, see ya next time, hey?
And you also didn't say, bitch, give me a smile. And she's, oh, I love it when you play mean.
I'm wearing pigtails today. Just how I like it.
Yeah, so nothing changed.
Nothing changed, right? Okay, so...
But hang on. Before, I need more evidence? Is that what it is?
Let's call it evidence.
Evidence. You're a regular at this point, so how many times would you have seen her? So we've got those 2 moments. How many times before that?
Let's say 2 or 3.
Okay, 2 or 3 times. So, that's not really that much time.
No. So
had you seen her before that? No, you hadn't. So
the next week.
Yeah, the next week
being my 3rd visit, where she is there.
So
where she's
the one
working
after the hand graze. Yeah. What happened?
Another fucking hand graze.
Yeah. What you have to do, I think, is sit there and watch her with other customers as well, just in case.
Good point. She's like licking their hand, licking the money. There you go.
Why does she have a voice like that?
She turns into a dragon. I don't know.
So she gives you another hand graze.
Another hand job.
And is she smiling yet?
No.
She's like...
4th visit, Adam.
Go for it.
She is... Oh, okay. So the 4th visit was slightly different. Because no one was in no one was in the front of the shop at that point.
Yes.
There was some workers out the back.
Yes.
And usually it's the owner of the business that comes out and he's all chatty and stuff. And I'm not very comfortable at being chatty with strangers and stuff. But this guy brings it out of me, and I'm happy to have a good chat with someone who wants to have a chat.
I was going to ask his nationality, but that might give away the food.
That absolutely will, which just gives...
So, yeah.
Yeah. That does.
Yeah. Oh.
Let me give a clue. This is a little bit unrelated. but related. He doesn't get sunburn, but he's not black. Let's leave it at that.
You're like a bridge guard.
For people that know...
Answer me this question.
For people that know any race where that
he gets
happens...
sunburnt, but he's
let's
not
leave it at
black.
that. Okay, so back to this fourth visit. So no one's out the front. There's people out the back. Just me in the shop. I walk out.
Yeah.
This chick comes out to greet me.
Right.
And she's all kinds of smiley. And I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? Have they jabbed something up her behind to like, hey, I'm so happy.
If somebody jabs something up my behind, I wouldn't be happy. I'd be sad.
Maybe they've, I don't know, like this is going through my head. Has she been told to be more perky, more happy because she's turned it right around? Or is she doing this for my benefit? Again, I need to see her with other customers. And it was freaky. So there's no one else here. I'm ordering my pizza. I'm not picking up. I'm ordering, then taking away. So I've got a good 7.5 minutes wait. I just gave away. Don't solve it.
I don't know.
Leave that for the listeners.
It's all evidence mounting up. Sunburn, but no sunburn.
So
it's like a fortune cookie.
She says to me,
is it?
Hey, how are you doing? The weather's, it's pretty, it's raining a lot. And I said,
talking about she's so reaching for things to say. This is lovely.
No,
this
it was
is
so
sweet.
awkward because I'd just been talking to a mate of mine on the phone before I walked in.
So you all talked out.
No. A friend of mine, howdy Tom, he had been on, and that's the friend.
Oh,
he'd been out doing field work, right? He's a forest scientist, and it had been raining out where he was.
We've got.
I'm gonna have to put a gag on you. This is gonna be the most drawn out.
Now.
Direct your complaints to
those possums won't even be there.
J&J Unrelated. What's our email address at Hotmail?
Hotmail.
You've thrown me off. Okay, quiet time. You're listening now.
Yes, I am.
So
Tom. Hi, Tom.
She says the weather.
Yes.
It's raining, and I respond going, yeah. It's been pretty bad. A mate of mine, he's like 4 hours away, and he was out on the job and outside, and it was raining, and
that sounds lovely.
He had to pack up. And,
you're making conversation out of something that's not there.
But unlike now, then there was silence.
Oh, what a bitch.
No, it's me as well.
Oh, right. Oh, okay.
I'm like,
no, you were giving
nothing.
lots of offers. She could have said, what does he do? What's his job? He sounds much more interesting than you. Give me his number.
Yeah. But wait, this was the perfect opportunity for something to happen. Whether it's just get to know each other a little more. How old are you, worker person? Daniel asks. 16. Okay, I'm leaving now. Don't worry about the
The what? The what?
I don't know. It was beeped out. So we've had that right. And I'm like, that was the most fucking awkward thing because both of us had nothing.
Yep.
And it was just awkward silence.
Well, why didn't you ask her about herself?
Because I just felt awkward and didn't know what to say. That's like, why don't you be less black?
You don't...
Black person.
So he was black. You said he wasn't black. You said no
Shut up.
But not black.
You're ruining the story.
How am I ruining the story
because... So, a couple of weeks go by, right?
Yes.
Fast forward more weeks.
Yes.
I've gone in and the hand hasn't been as gropey.
She's gone off you.
The smiles aren't as forced.
Yeah.
And I ring up for an order as I'm on my way to the township, right? And I'm describing my order, and I've sort of customized my order. Number 14 with the extra prawns. I'm a vegetarian, so
I'll never know.
She says, "Oh, is that you, Daniel?" That's when you know you're a regular.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And I'm like, yeah. All right, see you later.
Oh, Daniel.
I rock up there.
Yeah.
Couple of minutes to go for my stuff to be ready.
Yeah.
So I'm sort of staring out the window, avoiding any awkward conversations again as I do, and that'll be $16. Okay. Oh, there's the change. I don't know if we could.
No, that you need it. You need a.
Her fingers go across my hand again. I'm like,
You're back in.
oh shit, I'm back.
You're back in.
I'm back, baby.
Okay.
Now that was last night.
Oh my god. Oh my god. It's all happening. Okay. So, what you need to do? 2 things.
Whoa, jeez. All right, I'm writing this down.
Yeah. One of 2 things.
Huh?
First of all, you've got to order your pizza, and if you get her, you say, "Oh, and I better give you my number." Just in case I'm late to pick up the pizza. See what I've done there?
That's horrible. I better have sex with you just in case we both die tomorrow from a meteorite.
Oh, fuck, man. You could just ask her out. Whatever. If we're going elaborate, though, I want to give you more elaborate things.
I don't know how old this chick is, and she's not someone that I'd typically go for. But she seems interested over a long period of time, and, you know, what's the move?
Well, the other thing you could do,
play,
the
Adam?
other thing you could do, I suppose, is write her a tiny little note. And when you go to get your change, you have the note on like the tip of your fingers. And when she does the finger drag, she's going to scoop the note up.
It would be like a swap.
Exactly. Yeah. And the note can say, it can just be like a little note and 2 boxes that say, "Do you like me? Yes, no," because you're in fucking primary school. Ask her out.
But
Okay, no.
No.
Oh, oh my God.
I have thought of this, right?
Yeah.
Strangely enough, I've thought of asking her out or doing that kind of related thing.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't go well or it becomes awkward,
She's going to spit in your food.
that and my favorite place where I get this favorite dish, I would feel awkward going back there, and I'd probably, because I may, avoid it. And is this a risk I can take? Possible future wife and bearer of my child's
Called Adam.
or food that
You
delight
really
in,
quite like.
that I also make love to.
Okay. Ooh. It's that kind of dish. First of all, to something that you said earlier, I think if you're unsure of how old she is, isn't that a warning sign in itself? But the way around that is just to say, "Oh, what did
How's
you do?"
primary school?
No, you could say, "How was your week? What did you do this week?" And if she said, "Oh, look,
I was studying.
Miss Fletcher was so mean. She gave me time out for 5 minutes," that's when you know that they're a bit too young. But if she's like, she could say, "Oh, yeah, I was just studying." And she said, "Oh, what do you study?" "Year 9. Then again, no. What do you study? "Oh, advanced philology." Then you're like, "Oh, university. Beautiful. Great."
I study down the front of men's trousers.
Well, then that's not for you either, you know?
Oh.
No.
I want her to study down the back?
No.
I'm not wearing trousers.
If her study is men's trousers, how is she going to put forth a future Adam? You know, she'll be off with all of them. I'm saying if she's a slut, then you don't want to marry her. That's all.
Oh, I wasn't saying she was a slut.
You were like, "I study men's trousers, the fronts of them, down
All
there."
right, I confess I was imagining all those men to be just me.
I see.
I actually think that I need to, at some stage, take you in here.
Into the beep
Yeah.
food store.
Yeah.
I'd like that. I think more to the point, I think we should
You should get the change.
I should get the change.
You
Yeah,
should-
I think we should be there as strangers. We should put on the
I'm going to
lapel
be
mics.
outside across the... Yeah.
We should do the lapel mics, and we can. We're getting into really illegal territory right now, but I think it's great. It'll make great listening. I'll get my pizza, and then a little bit later, or maybe even while I'm waiting for mine, you ring up for yours, and you record that phone conversation. I'll get mine, then you get yours, and then we'll see what happens.
We'll compare notes.
And then I'll go in again, and I'll say, "Would you go out with my friend?" Because we're in fucking primary school.
You've just been recorded on Jackson Unrelated.
You heard of it?
Yeah, that's right. That's how you end it. Have you heard of it? Oh, come on. You've probably heard of it, though, right?
But can I ask, though, and this is a serious question across your life, right?
Oh, oof.
There's always this fear of...
Rejection.
No. Well,
there is.
There is a fear of rejection, but there's a bigger fear of, but what if something goes wrong? I'll never be able to go there again, and I'll never ever be able to get that food again. Can I ask?
Yeah.
Has there been times in your life when obviously relationships go bad, some of them, that's life. Has relationships for you ever been so bad that it was, besides your own fractured psyche, there was cause for you to not do something that you wanted to do?
I don't think so.
Right.
Okay. I see what you're saying. So I should dunk it in and if
Swish it around.
And then if all goes bad, let's do some repairs.
Because you're a lovely guy, Daniel Jackson.
Thank you, Adam Jackson.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Son.
And when we talked about this in a past episode, that if things go wrong, but people are still generally nice, unless one of you is a big old asshole, even if things don't go really badly, you can still eat food at your favourite place.
Yeah.
Number 14 with prawns.
It's good that it's not a eat-in place.
Yeah.
I've just narrowed it down for all you people
Well, no,
listening.
they still don't know what food it is because we beeped it each time.
I know, but it's a place where
They don't know that it's...
Don't say...
Sorry.
Beep. Well, I'm
I'm just
also...
giving you work to do, by the way.
Yeah.
I know. When you go back and edit. When I go in, do you want me to try and put on the charm? Do you want me to put on the old Jackson charm?
Oh, jeez. Is that the same Jackson charm I have?
Oh, shit.
She'll know something's
will.
up.
She'll smell it on us. That's how you put on the Jackson charm, right? Under the armpits.
Yeah, literally.
And across the brow. Yeah?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
In fact, I spray it in a very concentrated fashion on the brow, so it
In
looks
your
like
third eye?
sweat dripping down my nose. And then I get up in their face. How's it going?
Smell anything good?
Yeah. What's cooking out here, baby?
So, do you want me to put on the Adam Jackson charm? Or do you want me to just...
enough. A teaser.
Do you want me to try and make conversation?
Just
How's
a
your
tip.
day? I'll just put in the tip
Yeah.
and swish it round. Yeah, okay.
And then scoop out some lovely.
Scoop out... What?
Ugh.
Ah.
I don't know. Yeah, do.
Okay.
But this could really backfire on me if she's like, oh, this Jackson's quite nice.
No, I
Gee.
don't think... Oh, so, well, okay, I'll look... I won't shave.
Is this cheating for you?
No, of
Are you
course
cheating
not.
on your... So you can flirt with
Well,
ladies.
I'm not going to flirt. No, I'm not going to flirt. I'm going to put on the charm. I can put on charm on men. That's fine.
That can still be
just
cheating.
Like, hi there. Oh, how's your day been? Yeah, I'm not going to ask her name or a number or anything. I'm just going to try and make small talk and try and actually be more smiley and happy.
Than I am.
Than you are. No doubt. I don't know. I mean, I can't tell.
Wouldn't that be interesting? I'm just imagining from her point of view.
Whose?
The checkout chick
12-year-old.
or whatever you want to call
Yeah.
her. Oh, that's not nice, Adam.
Oh, I'm sorry, John.
Let's just... Did you call me John? Jackson? We'll say it was Jackson. She's collecting customers, favourite customers.
Right.
And then she goes home after a long shift and sketches our faces into a scrapbook.
That would be lovely.
And then she lies each night with a different drawing of a different customer, imagines handing them lots of change for all 5-cent pieces. And
Knowing me, I'd probably fuck it up and I'd give her correct change.
yeah. Sorry, let's I've got $2 here. Can I swap it?
Keep it. That's
Can I swap
fine.
it? And I haven't wanted to give... Actually, I think what would seal the deal for me, they have a tip jar. That's where I could put my number.
No.
Oh, no.
Because then Salvatore would get it. La, 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 la. Daniel and Jackson. Sorry, not Salvatore. What's his name? Shigeru Takahashi. She'd be like, Daniel and Jackson? No, what's his name? Sanjeev.
Peter Andre.
Sanjeev would take it out. Daniel Jackson. What's his name? Gregor would go, oh, Daniel Jackson, oh, his number, I'll give him a call. See what I'm doing? I'm making sure that you don't know what food Daniel Jackson's eating.
I really appreciate
via
that.
my wonderful array of accents.
I appreciate that, and the accents were genuine sounding.
Oh, you're very kind.
Yes. Yeah. All this has to come to a head, though.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Like
You're going, this has got to come to head, lass. Go on. It's got to.
If not for your sake, then at least for mine.
I made it dirty.
My dignity. And at least just for the show, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I
wanna
like this idea.
Have a finish, right?
Yeah. I think one way or another, Daniel, you're either going to be disappointed that night or you're going to find some way to give her your number. I think, can we shake hands and guarantee this will happen?
Oh, I just feel so awkward asking her out though, because the interactions so far have been so awkward. What could possibly go right except for a BJ with
Heavens.
a date?
Heavens, no. Yeah, but like, I think we've talked about this as well. Like, if you then, it's all the unsure, I don't know what's going on. If you're like, let us go on a date.
And just try.
And then you're like, well, we're on a date. Fuck, I better get to know this guy. But then your conversation will flow, as will your juices.
Just like magic, just magic.
Well, not magic.
But I do risk management with ladies, right?
Yes.
And sure, that entails a lot of intellectualizing of things and theorizing about the certain risks that one will take or not.
Right.
But are you saying I should throw caution to the wind and stop thinking and just do again and again?
No,
and
I think
you've again. If you're lucky,
you've hit the nail on the head by saying that it's got to come to a head. Because
tip of the nail.
Because what will happen otherwise, Daniel, is and I'm very serious here. If one of you, I mean, it doesn't all fall to you, but I mean, it sounds like she's made the effort at least with the hand brushing.
She has made the first move.
I'm saying if one of you doesn't try and proceed, eventually
she will start spitting in my food.
No. Eventually it will stop. So the question is, if you're interested and if you're curious, then it falls on you.
I'm curious, but I don't know if I'm interested.
Because
she just doesn't look like somebody that I would spend time with.
It's all about looks with you, Daniel.
No. Looks represents something of that person. We have an infinite choice of how we present ourselves.
Right.
Looks say something about that person. I shouldn't try and infer too much.
I was thinking about this, and I'm glad you said this because it was something I was going to bring up, but I'd forgotten all about it. In my entertainment and promo work, I do a bit of, well, I was thinking about profiling, and in my work, I kind of ignore it or even actively try to defy it, and sometimes it works, and sometimes it gets me into a lot of trouble. And by that I mean, for example, if I'm a Christmas elf wandering around, you'll see the little kid. You go, hey, how you going? You have some lollies, whatever. If I see people that look mean, that look like they've just come out of prison, that look like they'd have no inkling, no interest in talking to a person in a fucking costume.
Or receiving a packet of Peter Jacksons.
Exactly. I will say, fuck it, I'm going to give it a try, almost to spite my profiling that says these people aren't interested, they'll beat you up.
Yeah.
And
good on you.
Well, yes and no. I mean, surely it's a common sense thing for me. Well, I mean, if you say good on me, then you should ask out this girl. Aha! J'accuse!
Yes.
You should deny profiling the same way as I. And sometimes I get, it's an elf, how you going? Oh, great to see you. Other times I get, fuck off, you fag. It just depends, you know? That better not be the intro into this episode, by the way, Daniel.
Brilliant. So I want to know.
So you might get that as well. Fuck off, you fag.
Yeah. I'd be embarrassed and hurt, but I think I'd enjoy that in some way. Out of the people that you've approached that you have doubts about then, what percentage turns out that your assumptions are true? Is it overwhelmingly prove that, I shouldn't have gone there?
No. There's different categories and like...
But like, just give us the basic rundown though. There's the guy who looks like he's just got out of prison.
Yeah.
Out of 10, how many are like, piss off your fag?
Piss off your fag?
Or,
Probably 1 out of 10. I reckon
you get
maybe
a negative response.
I reckon half will because there's 3 things they could do. They could give up 4 things actually. They could give a positive response. They could do an obligatory hi. They could do probably the most common with those people is to just pretend. It's
those people.
Yeah, those people. That's right. And it's such a fascinating phenomenon. They pretend I don't exist, but like I will be getting in their face and they will just keep walking and they'll block me from their existence. I find that the most fascinating. And then the last group will actually, abuse me and try to hit me or whatever.
They've learnt that from prison though.
Maybe.
Ignore them and they will go away and not rape you with a
And some, do you know what? Some different, different areas in Melbourne treat things differently. There was one area I worked at. I was Don Juan that year, wandering around. It was on either Mother's Day or Valentine's Day, and the older population of that town were great with that. They just blocked a character in a costume out altogether as something that just didn't exist in their world, in their town. It was so interesting.
Whoa. So
they weren't saying, don't bother me. They weren't saying, please go away. They weren't saying, fuck off. They
were invisible.
I was invisible. It was so interesting.
Because you looked like everyone else that was walking around.
No.
Okay. Wow.
But anyway, so that was just my little aside.
But I'm curious. So I'm just fascinated by this.
Yeah.
Do you still play this? Or I might go up to this prison person. Because I've got a 50-50 chance of this going well.
No.
Do you take that risk?
I don't play the odds. What I do is try to, especially during these holiday periods, I try to see that everyone has good in them. So even the most ugly-looking guy or girl might still want the spirit of Christmas in their heart. And maybe... No, this is also my thinking.
Ugly people like Christmas too, Adam.
Christmas for the uggos. I'm thinking also that people probably don't come up to them as much because they don't look approachable.
We need to define between ugly people or unapproachable people.
I said ugly and I didn't mean ugly.
You just mean people that might beat you up.
Sorry, apologies to all the ugly listeners. I don't mean you. I'll always go up to you. Yeah. I mean...
You mean the people that might beat you up. Scary.
Big... people that look like they've got probably more on their mind than Christmas, But yeah, all of those. I'd like to think that some of them don't get approached because they look too scary. And maybe some of them feel a bit down because of that. So I like to go up. I've given hugs to people that probably would mug me if I was on the street, And I feel good for that in a way.
When it comes out good, yeah.
Yeah, when it comes out good. And look, I have so rarely been in trouble in my job because I could probably handle myself for one, which is probably good enough for
you're a judo expert.
Aikido, actually.
Aikido.
Sorry, yeah. I also fence.
Give him a sword and a padded
That's
protection suit.
When I was Don Juan with my I got nothing.
Right.
But no, I've got in trouble once or twice. I can't actually think of times, but I'm sure I have. But in general, even the bad situations are just like, oh, fuck off, yeah. And I'm like, like. That's the thing. Yeah, I do. I walk off laughing because what are they going to do? I'm in a fucking shopping centre, Are they going to chase after me and beat me up?
This'll stop you laughing, you little shit, Alfie shit.
That's it. Yeah. It's really, and the other thing, I get paid to do what I do, so it's not like it's my job to bring people around. It's just my little challenge to myself. If they say fuck off fag, I'm like, I have to do more work. It's not like
the happy fag elf.
I think what I do probably gets less abuse than the average telemarketer.
Or a McDonald's drive-through person.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And you get hugs out of it.
I get hugs, I get Christmas carols, high fives, handshakes, herpes, it's all there.
To be enjoyed by the happy little faggy elf. So we came to that from judging character.
You were
and things.
profiling this girl that she didn't look like the type of girl that you would normally spend time with, and I'm saying that maybe if you looked past that, she's going to be an interesting lass. She already has a weird haircut, so she obviously has some flair. She has some personality if she wants to push through into her follicles. So that's something, right?
It's something. I might need you to hold my hand, though, Adam. Because the prospect of actually following through genuinely with this, that's daunting.
Okay. Well, would you like me to do the private school thing and ask her out for you?
No.
Are you sure?
That would be
because
horrible.
if we were both on microphones, I think that'd actually be pretty cool.
Oh, if we were on microphones. Oh, look, the game changes. If I'm mic'd up and it's becomes a performance, I will do a lot more things than I normally would.
Okay, shake my hand.
No, that's exploiting her innocence and...
Well, no, because, okay, if we promise that
That's playing a game. That can never go good into the future if anything did happen. Oh,
No,
so how did you...
Well, it's only your words that are making it a performance. You can still be as genuine as you always would if you wanted to do it.
No, when the mic is on me, I change.
Okay, how about this? We take the mic off you, I sit across the street and commentate on you. Yeah? And, better yet, you've got to promise to spend 2 minutes talking to her, and I will overdub what you guys are saying into a story of my own about a pig and an albatross.
As you're filming us with a telephoto lens.
Exactly.
That's mean, though.
The sentiment... Yes, it is mean.
It's mean. It's no different to those candid camera like, oh, hey!
That's not true.
Fooled ya.
But
gotcha.
Okay, but if we
Boing.
promise that we will edit out all of the things she says. I just want you to find love, Daniel. However I can manage it.
And record it.
If it comes to that, then yes.
And the wedding night. I just want to know that you had sex.
I just want to overdub your sexual grunts. That's funny. It's show video to a T.
Yeah. Boing, boing, boing.
Oh, I hope I don't stick it in the wrong hole. Oh no, I stuck it in the wrong hole. Wop, wow.
Boing.